Hello everyone, welcome back to a new session of biology. Today we'll start with chapter 15, Biodiversity, Conservation and Environmental Issues. Now before starting the topic, a certain question which arises in our mind. First is, what is biodiversity? So let us study the meaning of biodiversity. Bio means life and diversity means variety. So in short, variety of life is called biodiversity. Actually, biodiversity includes a vast array of species of microorganisms, for example, viruses, algae, fungi, plants and animals occurring on Earth, either in terrestrial or aquatic habitat. The diversity is with respect to size, shape, color, form, mode of nutrition, type of habitat, reproduction, etc. This is actually due to the attempt of living beings to accommodate with different environmental conditions. This is called adaptation, and they adapt solely for their survival and perpetuations. In doing so, living organisms adapt themselves to overcome different situations, and thus they develop distinct but different features, and that actually leads to the diversity in them. So in short, we can say that adaptations in different environments serve as a basis for diversity. Definition of biodiversity. In one way, we can say that it is a part of nature which includes the differences in the genes among the individuals of a species, or you can say the variety and richness of all plants and animal species at different scales, whether it is local, region, a country or world, is considered as biodiversity. You can say that type of ecosystem, both terrestrial and aquatic, within a definite area is considered as biodiversity. The term biodiversity was actually coined by Walter Rawson, but the term was popularized by sociologist Edward Wilson to describe combined diversity at all the levels of biological organization. Biodiversity that we see today is the outcome of over 3.5 billion of years of evolutionary history, mainly influenced by natural processes and of late by influence of humans. Levels of biodiversity. Diversity of living world can be observed at various levels ranging from molecular to ecosystem level. Major hierarchical and interrelated levels are genetic diversity, species diversity, and ecosystem diversity. Talking about genetic diversity, it is the diversity in the number and types of genes as well as chromosomes present in different species, and also the variation in the genes and their alleles in the same species. It includes variation within a population and diversity between populations that are associated with adaptation to local conditions. Genetic variations lead to individual differences within species. Such variations pave a way to evolution. They also improve chances of continuation of species in the changing environmental conditions, or allow the best adapted to survive. Existence of subspecies races are examples of genetic diversity. Greater the diversity, better would be sustenance of a species. You know about 1,000 varieties of mangoes and 50,000 varieties of rice or wheat in India. Another example for genetic diversity is a medicinal plant, that is Rauwolfia vomitoria, which secretes an active component called ricipine, is found in different Himalayan ranges. This plant shows variations in terms of potency and concentration of active chemical from location to location. Genetic diversity or variability is essential for a healthy breeding population of a species. Species diversity. It is the interspecific diversity, the number of species of plants and animals that are present in a region constitutes its species diversity. Some areas or regions are richer in species than in the other regions. Species diversity deals with a variety of species as well as number of individuals of different species observed in an area under study. For example, amphibian species diversity is more in Western Ghat than in Eastern Ghats. Natural undisturbed tropical forests have much greater species richness than monoculture plantation of timber plant developed by forest plantation. India is one among 15 nations that are rich in species diversity. Ecological diversity. It is related to the different types of ecosystems or habitat within a given geographical area. There are a large variety of ecosystems on Earth having their own complement of distinctive interlinked species. It can be described for a specific geographical region. Generally, there may be one or many different types of ecosystems in a region. Thus, ecosystem diversity is very high in India while it is quite low in Norway. In India, we can find a great variety of ecosystems like desert, rainforest, deciduous forest, estuaries, wetlands, grasslands, etc. The Western Ghats show great ecosystem diversity while regions like Ladakh and Rann of Kutch do not show variance like we observe in Western Ghats. The diversity of life at all the three levels is now rapidly being modified by modern man. Patterns of biodiversity. Ecological studies have revealed that distribution of diversity is not uniform around the globe. Species richness exhibits latitudinal gradient from many plants and animals. It has been observed that species richness is higher at lower latitudes and there is a steady decline towards the poles. In short, species richness or diversity for plants and animals decreases as we move away from equator to the poles. It is maximum in tropical rainforest, for example, Amazon rainforest. It contains 40,000 plant species, 1,300 bird species, 427 mammals and 3,000 aquatic species. Factors like overall stability of tropical region for millions of years, lesser climatic changes throughout the year, and availability of plenty of sunlight that favored speciation. Tropical areas have less often experienced drastic disturbances like periodic glaciations observed at poles. Such a stability over millions of years might have favored speciation. Lesser migrations in tropics might have reduced gene flow between geographically isolated regions and favored speciation. Scientists have also considered availability of more intense sunlight, warmer temperature, and higher annual rainfall in tropics as factors responsible for bountiful of these regions. In more or less constant climatic conditions and abundance of resources, some animals enjoy food preferences. For example, fruits being available throughout the year in rainforests, variety of frugivorous organisms is obviously more as compared to the temperate regions. Altitudinal gradients. It speaks for the height from mean sea level upwards. Species diversity is more at lower altitudes than at the higher altitudes. It is because at higher altitudes, change in the climatic conditions and drastic seasonal variations lead to the decrease in the species diversity. Species area relationships. German naturalist Alexander von Humboldt observed that species richness does increase with the increase in area, but up to a limit. So, he observed the graph for species area relationship. For many species, this is a curved rectangular hyperbola. If we consider S to be species richness, A as area under study, and C as y-intercept and Z as a slope of the line, this relationship can be described by the equation log S is equal to log C plus Z log A. On a logarithm scale, this relationship is a straight line as observed in the figure. For smaller areas, value of Z ranges between 0.1 to 0.2 regardless of species or region under study. But for the larger areas like the entire continents, slopes are closer to vertical axis, that is steeper. This observation indicates that in very large areas, number of species found increase faster than the area explored. Scientists have tried to establish relationship between species diversity and the size of habitat. It is considered that number of species present is directly proportional to the area. It is understood that larger areas may have more resources than can be distributed amongst the inhabitant species. I hope you understood the topic. We'll continue in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Thank you.